And we have talked about this a few times here on the Sea Talk podcast, but robo umps or the robo ump technology is finally coming to Major League Baseball. So in the spring here for spring training, the automated ball strike system, or ABS, will be tested within the minors for the first time with Major League players, It's been in the minors, and now Major League players are going to be able to utilize this and test it out during spring training games. So the upcoming spring experiment will employ the challenge system, in which human umpires will still make the vast majority of calls themselves. Each team will start a game with 2 challenges it can issue to an umpire, who will then rely on the automated ball strike system to review the pitch if a team calls a challenge. If the challenge is successful, the team retains a challenge. It doesn't lose anything, so still have 2 kind of moving forward throughout the game. So more than 60% of spring games will feature the automated strike zone. The Diamondbacks are set to use the ABS system 29 times, which will be the most in the league. The Cubs will have the fewest chances at 7. So really cool here. The only really big nuance that people should kind of think about in terms of how the system will kind of work is they're actually going to have to measure all of the players going into the season here to make sure that they have essentially an average height at the top of the zone and at the bottom of the zone. The thought process is that the automated system will most likely call strikes fairly consistent on the higher end of the zone, or right under your chest there where the top end of the zone is, but they will be less forgiving at the bottom of the zone, like where your knee is or where the top of the knee should be, where they should be calling balls and strikes. So I'm super interested to see how this will be implemented. It's super quick too. If you've seen it, again, we'll post the videos again that we've posted previously on the Sea Talk podcast, YouTube and Instagram and TikTok and everything. But I mean, it's super quick. The batter steps out, he taps, says he wants to check it. It's similar to in tennis, right? Where people are kind of clapping or waiting. It takes about 10 seconds, and then they tell us if it's a ball or a strike. Again, we referenced him earlier. Hawkeye is behind the innovation here with the technology. And so, yeah, really cool that this is rolling out here for spring training, which is crazy that spring training is in like 60 or like 45 days here for baseball.
I mean, so with that structure, basically Jose Altuve should never strike out, basically, if they're taking the average of the average height across the league and then structuring that for
I agree.
Needs the chest, which is great. Also, I think this might be a waste of money now. I don't think they need it.
Why?
Angel Hernandez has retired, so it's just not necessary anymore.
Good point.
We don't need this.
That's a good